Hi guys, I'm Coach Marcus from Move Parkour,
Hi, I'm Coach Lini.
and today we want to introduce to you one of our favorite routines in parkour called the Quadrupedal Movement, or sometimes we call it QM. It's a very holistic technique to train the whole body in terms of strength, agility, and mobility. And if you are a runner or a martial artist or even a triathlete, this is a great supplement to your routine. But we're going to introduce it to you in a way that we practice it in parkour. So that means we need to show you three types of QM. So the very first one is the basic QM. This is what they look like. So Lini is going to show you what a forward QM looks like. And I'm going to highlight three things that you want to be aware of. The first one is the knees. It should be about 1 or 2 inches above the ground. And you want to hover it there and keep it there, right? So Lini go move backwards and forward once again. So as she's moving forward and backwards, you notice that her knee is always just 1 or 2 inches. The second thing is that in QM is always contralateral. So the right hand and the left leg moves at the same time, followed by the left hand and the right leg. So she's always changing and alternating, and she's keeping sure that her body is in the center. So a little bit of weight in front, a little bit behind. Not too much behind, not too much in front, right? Somewhere in the center. And the last but not least, if you notice her back is always straight, her core is always tight to make sure that her hips doesn't sway. So she's going to go forward and backward once again. Keep note of the knees, the hands, and the back. That's right, perfect. So this is the first QM they want to introduce to you. Keep it in mind. I'm going to show you two more. All right, guys, so that's the technique for the QM, but practice makes perfect, right? So we want to drill this a couple of times, and what you need for this exercise is you need a way to mark your start and your end point. And for us, we got this Kipstar, we bought it from Decathlon, and it's a great way to mark your start and the end. And we're going to do 6 laps. So going forward is 1, coming back is 2 laps, and we're going to do 6 forward QMs, okay? And you guys at home, get your start and end ready, and if you're ready, we can do this together. Are you ready, Lini?
I am. Let's
Okay,
go.
6 laps. Ready, set, let's go. 1. Switch. Second lap. Let's go. Switch. Number 3. Let's go. Switch. 4. Let's go. Remember, guys, keep those knees just 1 or 2 inches above. Keep your back straight. 5. Let's go. Make sure you're contralateral. Left hand, right leg. And last lap, let's go. Nice. All right, good job, everybody. If that was too easy for you, you can always increase the distance to make it further if you want to, or do more laps. All right, guys. So now we're going to go to the second drill, which we call the ground step vault. This is really going to test your mobility, right? So Lini is going to demonstrate this for you. First thing you want to do is you want to get into a squat position, a low squat position, and you want to imagine a line right in front of you. And you place one hand on the line, and if it's your right hand, then your left leg, the opposite side, will also be on the same line. And once you're in this position, you want to carry your right leg through and make sure it's kind of like hovering about 1 or 2 inches, right? So we're just showing to you down, but in the actual one, when you step through, you want to hover a little bit and then bring back and back into a squat position. And then you're going to repeat it now for the other side. So left hand on the line, right leg, go through and come back again. So this is what we call a step ground vault. All right, guys, so that was the technique, and of course, practice makes perfect. We're going to drill this 6 times. Left and right is counted as 2, okay? So Lini are going to go. Make sure you have like a cone to make sure you know where you're going to put your hands and your feet. So Lini has one in front of her, and I have one in front of me. I'm going to put my hands and feet here. Ready? All right, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. Okay, good job, man. You can do this as many times as you want. The more you do, the more intense it gets. Alright guys, so for the final drill today, we're going to do the monkey QM, and then he's going to show you a full version of it, and then we'll break it down for you, okay? Very nice. So first thing you want to do is you want to get a marker as well, just to be able to target where you want to land. And there are actually 3 steps to the monkey QM. The first one is really just to get your hips up in the sky and getting used to having some pressure on your arms. So Lini, what she's going to show you is the first progression, where she put her hands where she wants to land, and she's going to kick up just a little bit using her abs to control her descent. Right. So one more time, Lini, please. That's right. So as you try to do this, what you want to feel is a bit of weight and pressure on your hands, and you want to feel your hips go up and into a tuck position, and try to hold it as much as you can. The goal is to hold it as long as you can. Can you hold for 2 seconds?
I'll try.
Let's try.
Not 2
Nice.
seconds.
Yeah, it's around there, right? So the goal is to hold up as much as you can and get used to the weight in your hands, okay? Now, the second step is once you're comfortable with the weight on your hand, you can start to tuck your legs in and try to bring your legs in front of you, okay? But you do not want to pass your hands yet, and keep your hands on the ground. So Lini is going to show you an example. That's it. So you notice she lift off somewhere here, but she's going to bring her legs closer to her hands, but not yet all the way to the front yet. Can you show that one more time, please? That's right. And she's also keeping her hands on the ground still for stability purposes. So you're going to drill this a couple of times before you actually go on to the final stage, which is the full ground monkey. The goal is then to bring your feet all the way to where your hands were. So this is going to be her target. And you notice that a big difference in this version is, can you go a little bit? Sorry. So a big difference in this version is that when she puts her hands on the floor, she's now pushing off a little bit so that she can bring her feet forward and land where her hands were. She's going to show you one more time. Very nice. Yep, so that's the ground QM, monkey QM, sorry. And we're going to go and drill this exercise now. Alright guys, that was the monkey QM technique. Now we're going to practice it. And the best way to practice the monkey QM is to do it repeatedly over 10 reps, okay? So we're going to do 10 reps, and you can choose whether you want to do the intermediate or the full version. I'm going to show you. First of all, you need to have, again, your marker with you so that you know where your hands are going to go. And the intermediate one looks like this. Hands in front, bring legs forward, and then take a step back. And repeat again, okay? Lini's going to show you the advance. So you notice her feet lands exactly where the cone is. So in the advanced version, you want to be able to reach all the way to the cone. Take a step back, then you're going to repeat it again. Alright guys, we're going to do 10 reps of this. You can follow along, get your cone ready or your marker ready. In 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, I hope you followed along and you could keep up all 10 reps. Good job, Lini. Enjoy. Alright, so now the finale. In typical parkour spirit, right, we always have to combine all of the moves together into one route, because it doesn't make sense to be able to do one technique in isolation when you cannot connect it from point A to point B. That's the whole point of parkour. Point A to point B, and a way to build the body and mind. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do QM, forward QM, which we did earlier already. And once you reach the first cone, we're going to transition smoothly into a step fall, step ground, sorry. And then from there, we're going to do a monkey QM across and finish off with QM. Now, the interesting part about this exercise is that we're going to learn from each other. So Lini's going to go first, and along the way, I'm going to encourage her, and I'm going to give her feedback if there's any, check her form. And once she's done, she's going to tap me, and I'm going to go, and she's going to give me feedback. And the best way to learn is through learning from each other, all right? So that's the main goal of this exercise. We're going to do 2 laps. The ones at home, you can do as many as you want with a friend, but we're going to show you 2 laps. Ready, Lini?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. So she's going to start with the QM. Very nice form, very good. Nice, smooth transition into a step and immediately into monkey. Very nice. And back to QM again.
Okay, your turn, Marcus.
Alright.
Alright, straight back. Very nice. Super smooth transition into the step flow. Nice intermediate monkey. Q1 on the back.
Alright, nice. So I want you to notice, and if you want, you can play back again. The transition from the QM to the step is going to be very smooth. You don't stop. And from the step into the monkey, you're going to try to make it smooth as well. So play back and watch if you want to. I highly encourage you to try this out. It's going to really burn your muscles to build endurance in mobility. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. All the best.